Welcome to Esport Gaming Experience Virtual Football League. I will be your host today. My name is Olusegun Olusonya. Today, 8 players will compete for a prize pool of 200,000 naira and a chance to participate in the ESGX Pro League. No time to waste, let's kick this off. 8 players split into 2 groups. On the group stage, we have 4 players each. On each group, we play a round robin and the top 2 advance to the knockout stage. And from the knockout stage to the final, and from the final, we have just one champion. The players will play round robin. 4 players means 6 matches. Our first match will be JB versus DD. And as you can see on the screen, 6 matches for Group A, 6 matches for Group B. Coming up for our first match is JB versus DD. We hope to have some exciting match.
The build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism, and as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Heaven makes the interception. Shaw. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Drives it. Bullish header! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Manchester United faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former.
And he's kept it out. No, he's missed it!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Mohamed Salah plays it short. Bruno Fernandes. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. That's a good run down the left. Gakpo. Isak. Gakpo. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Not a lot we need to say about that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foot in. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He is through here, and it's made its way to him. Mazraoui. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now he's off and running, and the counter is on. He's on it, can he get away? There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Searching pass he's played there. Great ball if he can get there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gravenberg. Schuberschlei. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Manchester United just ahead game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And he's picked out the run. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gravenberg. And it's Wirtz. And it's Salah. He's picked his way through. Now Salah. Gakpo is onto this. Gakpo! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And he whips in across.
Liverpool clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bomo. Oh, nice touch. This looks great chance! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
The attendance for this
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Showing good feet. Oh, what a ball! That's an excellent interception. Mohamed Salah. Robertson. Now it's Gakpo. Moved on forwards. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Schuberschlei. Salah. Šeško looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Salah.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's rising! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Manchester United can consider themselves just about safe now. And he can clear it away. Van Dijk. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nicely weighted ball. And Burmo. Gravenberg. Jones. And it's
There
Salah.
will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Salah. And that's that. Manchester United are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw. The calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here. He's having a hit! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Fernandez certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now it's Eze. Knocks it out wide. Capier. Looking for the far post. And that was very necessary. Caicedo. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once. It's the lap! There it is! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 19 minutes is number 9.
Chelsea are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, that's fabulous. Cucurella made a search from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Can he get onto this? He is through here! That's very neat. And it's made its way to him. Rice! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gusto does well to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Rice. Esteval. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chelsea looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Hato, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Eze. Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. And the referee says that is that for the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And we come
Chelsea just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Chelsea looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And so the action is resumed.
Chelsea definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Gusto. Chelsea just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Palmer, who's set up one goal so far. Saliba. Gabriel. Incapuyi. Now it's Eze. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Pedro Neto. Incapié gets across to intercept that. And it's Palmer. Spread it left. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Gusto gets a cross in. Hato gets a foot in here. Havertz. And it's Rice. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Havertz, shot a goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Havertz. Space for him to turn and look. Eze has been caught there, it's a foul. Referee has gone straight to his pocket, yes, a second yellow, and he's off. There's obvious upset over that challenge, you can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Chelsea are down to 10 men. Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Cucurella, but he's forced to go back. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Esteval. Chelsea moments now away from seeing this one out. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Two added
Gabriel
minutes has been indicated.
Now Subimendi. Rice. Now it's Eze.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. And it's Ødegaard. Capier, played into the... He leaps for it! Incredible! Just incredible! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Kai Havertz.
So that's it, it is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Liam Talat taking in the accolade. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Have a look at this towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
That has not gone well. And it's Salah. Aims beyond the defence. Isaac! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Szoboszlai. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves when you consider the journey he's had from the lower...
Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mohamed Salah goes short. Shot a goal! They've scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The goal scorer after 16 minutes is number 17, Jones.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Eze.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's gone looking for safety. Eze is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Capier. And here's Havertz.
Havertz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. Szoboszlai. And he welcomes it in. Eze pings it across. That has been knocked clear. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's played through for him. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, that's great chance! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Van Dijk. Spread to the right. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Out again for a throw-in. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team folks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mosquera has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Ødegaard. For Rice. Now that is Hill, try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's in a great position here. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He came in hard, very hard. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in... Oh, he's been caught on it here! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Substitution in progress.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Over to the right flank. Throw it. Saliba. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Driving forward. Opts to play it back. McAllister. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Robertson. And he's forced to go back. And it's Gravenberch. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Oh, great chance! He's having a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now. And they win it back again. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Madueke. That's very neat. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, that's fabulous.
5 minutes added time.
He stands tall and strong. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Ødegaard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that's that. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Great long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams, one that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be...
Esteban! A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Mazraoui. Burmo. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to like Fofana, Peter, who's starting to look every bit of the modern defender. I mean, never mind his physical prowess, we all know about that. but his positional sense, his reading of the game, his ability now to distribute the ball out of defence, that's all very, very strong again.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Maciej Cunha. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's in on goal. Great chance! So we're still where we started right now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Just eases him off the ball. Opts for safety. Deftly out wide. The most accurate pass. Burmo. It's a searching pass. Another chance from a corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Cleared away. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Esteval. And it's Gusto. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Spread it left. He's shifting through the gears here. Diogo Dalot with a definite fell there. Pedro Neto. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. That's destined for the flank. Fernandes. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Chance to... Impressive jump! Superb goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
There will be 1
Well, I think the
minute
managers
added
are going to
time.
have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Palmer. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Šeško. Oh, now he can run away with it. And no, that was never going to make it. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pedro Neto. This looks promising. He's found a way through.
The attendance for this match
corner it
was
is then.
31,898.
Fernandes goes short. And he's gone backward here. Now, can they... And he shoots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Fofana. Hato. And it's Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes going forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Hato does really well to win the ball there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Esteval. Gusto. Wriggles his way through. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's played it in low. And it's been hooked away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Esteval, can he finish? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Burmo into the last 5 minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be
Now it's
1
Pedro
minute
Neto.
added time.
Palmer. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able.
Classic move and read it perfectly.
The calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Shot a goal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Esteval does really well to win the ball there. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Pedro Neto. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto because he's so quick and agile, and his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Pedro Neto. Great vision. He has a look out. Tries a shot! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Goal! After 21 minutes is number 9.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Fernandes.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Salah. Can he get it through? Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that looks warning. Still no card. Fernandes. Chelsea are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter.
It's Salah! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Tries to play it through. Thinks one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Liam to lap. Vitz. Five minutes till the break. Nice looking ball. Think through. Good ball. Good take. And he was alert to it. Palmer. Now who's going to be first to this? Somewhat off target.
Added time.
Esteval. Always onto this. He's got away. No, he refuses to take the bait. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And please join me in
Liverpool trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second. Goes for a shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gakpo. Oh, this looks sharp. Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Vitz.
Vert really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. And here's Gakpo, showing good feet. And here comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Fernandes. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah ventures forward. Fernandes. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Gakpo. Gakpo! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Number 11, Mohamed
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Hato. Liverpool are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Fofana gets over and intercepts.
There will be 3 minutes added
Cucurella.
time.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And the number on the board is 3. Szoboszlai. He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Mohamed Salah goes short. Has to go back here. And that will be the final act. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. And polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, and shot, surely! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Heaven gets it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mosquera. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Kobbie Mainoo, is someone who can add a nice bit of stability to midfield, Peter. I think he's capable of controlling a game. And I remember when I first saw him, I was really impressed with his courage, the fact that he was always looking to get on the ball, never moved away from anything, always happy to try and bail somebody out. And, you know, you like players like that in the team, and I think this guy looks as if he's going to go on and have a fantastic career.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Mazraoui, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Rice. Eze, just more than 15 minutes till half-time. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, can they get him away? Matthews Cunha. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Diogo Dalot. Incapuyi. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Madueke. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mainoo, Casemiro, Heaven, Shaw. And that's a good ball. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start. Madueke! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Madueke. Madueke charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Sheshko. Nkapie kept his eye on it, and he's there.
60,332.
And it's Eze. Well, they can break here. Diogo Dalot. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise.
Oh, he's having a go! Lacking in accuracy.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's a good ball out wide. Burmo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And Burmo wants to run onto this. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's him. And a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And he's intervened well there. Menu tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a save by David Raya! Oh no, he misses from the spot.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Tries to get it clear. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Eze concedes a free kick for that. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution in progress.
Ahmad, and it's Casemiro.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And here's Xerxes, out towards the flank. Heaven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that'll be the end of that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So things are underway. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get onto this? Gravenberg. Fermin does well to get it back. He's picked his way through. And he's forced to go back. Still goalless at the moment. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Pedri. Plays it through. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Gakpo in acres of space out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Well, that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yamal, always goal side, shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
After 36 minutes is number 10, Yamal.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. This looks promising. And that has left him in a heap. Araujo. Shot. Tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Ferran Torres. That's a good ball out wide.
There will
He's
be
found
1
space
minute
here.
added time.
Oh, that was vital. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And please welcome our
Liverpool
to the field.
currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back. There's the shot! He's played it long. Isak. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Good ball over the top. Good chance here! That was quite a hit. Now it's Ferran Torres. Spread it left. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well read, nice interception. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Pedri simply refused to be outdone there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Shifted it to the flank. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
But there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Kubasi. Dani Olmo. And Badji. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pedri. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here! Robertson with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Rashford. Dani Olmo. He's got away. Delivers the ball. Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Mohamed Salah. Nice control. In towards the back stick. Eric Garcia clears. He'll try from distance! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Liverpool were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not... and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian. Takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Tomori, that pass has been well intercepted. Mkhitaryan, DiMarco. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's quick. He's having a shot! Perilously close. Inter Milan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good-looking ball. Fofana. Now it's Fofana. Aimed beyond the defence. Skims one in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted.
Milan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Foot in. Searching pass he's played there. That is good alertness. And he's worked it through. That's going to go a long way. Fofana. Modric. He's on it. Can he get away? Pings in across. And that should get the job done. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Barella. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rafael Leao. Modric. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Francesco Esposito. Francesco Esposito!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Modric.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Rafael Leao. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. Esposito, played out towards the right wing, tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Gabbia, that has been slung wide. And here's Pulisic. Now it's Thuram. That's a cute ball. And the through ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Tomori. Could be danger here! He's got away! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. It had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. DiMarco. Esposito. Now that's well seen too. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Cambio di giocatori.
Modric. Esposito. Rabiot. Pavlovic. Now Gabbia. Tomori. Fofana. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's good running with the ball. Driving through the middle.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Pulisic. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's hit the upright. And he's found the net. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Now it's Rafael Leao. Picks out brilliant chance! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Knocks it into space. And that's been drilled in.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Ambitious ball here. He's through here. And that is well cleared. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's straight offside. Salmakers. And it's Modric. And he's forced to go back. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did... The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. There's some great running on, but ultimately there was no way through. Jones. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Virgil van Dijk. He's just about in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's having a pop! Now it's Gakpo. Isaac. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Akanji gets across to intercept that. And he goes cross-field. DiMarco. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Konate, Vitz, Mohamed Salah wants to run onto this, and he's managed to get free. Elects to cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he was alert to it. Jones. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So Gakpo! Oh, nearly. DiMarco. Looking for the run. He is just caressing the ball. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. He's picked his way through. Szoboszlai. And here's Isak. Right, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dumfries. Oh, that's fabulous. An instinctive delivery. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And it's Szoboszlai. Now that looks a decent ball. Gravenberg. And here's Gakpo. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's DiMarco. Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. In towards the back stick.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Robertson. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So Jim, how do you reflect on what... All the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Decent chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Femi. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I quite like the look of the defender, Pavlovic, because he seems to be a very good blend of steel and skill. We know all about his tackling and his strength, but it's the other aspect of his game that really stands out.
Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Modric, Fofana, oh Red, nice interception. Threads one in, looking for options for movement. All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Gol del Milan. Marcó en el minuto 18 el dorsal 11.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Firmine. Eric Garcia. And the ball's come loose here. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Mignon with the clearance. Gets a good foot in there. Has a look and plays it forward. Ferran Torres is onto this. And here's Yamal. Takes a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Lopez. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Lopez. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fofana. And here's Gavi. Can he get onto this? Mignon claims it without any fuss. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide, and that was asking for too much. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Milan kick off the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Rafael Leao. No way through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rafael Leao. He's having a shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have their lead. Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Balde. Nicely intercepted. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Rabiot. Fermin.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. Ferran Torres.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's had it nicked away.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Yamal. Araujo carries the ball down the right. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. There will be a throw-in. Rabiot. Here's Ferran Torres! And the difference is still one, but only just.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's found the way through. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Gabian is there, and he can get that clear.
Habrá
Valde.
2 minutos de descuento.
And the shot! And that's off target.
I don't think they can assume that the game is set.
And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen. To offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
We're up and running then. Knocks it into space. Can he latch on to this? Driving forward. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neatly clipped into space. Robertson. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Wirtz. Szoboszlai. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Pulisic. And it's Bartasagi. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Now it's chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That looks a good ball through. And he was alert to it. Szoboszlai. Gabia does really well there. He is strong. Rafael Leao powering forward. Rafael Leao! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, that's neat. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Now it's Isak. Aims beyond the defence. Shot a goal! Superb goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Foot in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Wirtz does well to... And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gakpo. And he's been shifted off it. Milan still this single goal behind. And he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. And it's Gravenberch. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Gakpo. Pinged towards the front line.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Rafael Leao, chance here to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Robertson gets a foot in here. Now it's Isak. Pavlovic kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Wirtz, and here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, this is a great position. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Jones.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gabbia.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a searching pass. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's come loose. And here's Mohamed Salah. Steaming on goal. And the shot! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another. Welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has been cleared. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. DiMarco. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Barella. Oh, well played. Played out wide, and he's quick to return it, and he's managed to get it. Mkhitaryan! That's a good ball out wide. No goals as yet. Has a look and plays it forward. De Vrij cuts it out. Akanji. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. Barella. He's on it, can he get away? Great pressure, plenty of it. Martin gets a foot in here. And it's Gavi. And here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Dumfries did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mkhitaryan defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ferran Torres. Mkhitaryan. Carlos Augusto. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's looking wide. Fermin. And Araujo. DiMarco. And here's Thuram. Fermin. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Stuart, back on the first 45 minutes.
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
DiMarco tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Martin clears without hesitation.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And here's Lopez, and here's Ferran Torres. Barella, still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, what a mistake!
La asistencia a este
That'll be a throw.
asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Dumfries. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Esposito. Can he get it through? And he's certainly onside here. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, Xperience voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And it's Balde. And here's Gavi. Oh, good-looking ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was...
And it's been given away. Now Thuram. And the shot! Oh, good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Spread neatly.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's a promising position. Fermin. Fermin! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back? They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nice control. Balde picks it up out wide. Esposito. And it's DiMarco.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the through ball. Didn't quite work for him. That's that, the end. Barcelona all through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. level with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
We are just getting started. Burmo. Oh, good effort! Goal! Manchester United! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 10 minutes is number 30, Šeško.
So, a breakthrough already. Fernandes. Turns back here, probably the best option. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Liam to lap. That's a good ball out wide. Searching pass he's played there. Gusto. Hato. Pedro Neto. It's a promising position. He's looking wide. Pass somewhat off target. Hato.
Chelsea really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
He's in a great position here. Here's a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Obama! And now a sudden chance to counter. Hato. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. And Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Menu. Delap driving forward, a man on a mission. Shaw. Menu. Here's Mathias Cunha. Oh, he's found support out wide, so no flag here. Esteval. Fofana. Mathias Cunha! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Referee has just said play on. Liam to lap.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Caicedo. And Fofana. Caicedo. It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up. Menu. Matías Cunha. Oh, nicely intercepted. Forward. Nice bit of away. Oh, that's fabulous for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Fernandes. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United leading by one at the break.
As it's time to announce today's
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Manchester United can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Casemiro with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Tado. And here's Palmer.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Shaw charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. Esteval. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Bruno Fernandes. Liam Delap. Well, that looks a decent ball. Real
The attendance
chance!
for this match was 71,000.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Manchester. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's picked his way through. And a chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Pedro Neto gets into a good position. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. And he's kept it out. He has...
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Chelsea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Caicedo. And that has left him in a heap. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but I do hope it's nothing serious. And it's Fernandes.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He is through here! And that is expertly dealt with. Cucurella. For Palmer. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A probing pass. Hato gets it away. Gusto. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And he's had it nicked away. And he cuts out the supply.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's picked it up out wide. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass.
2 added minutes
Hato.
has been indicated.
Palmer.
Well, they shouldn't be dushed. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Keep the ball and... that's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Šeško picking up the Man of the Match award. And the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, well,
it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So things are underway. Vermeer. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got...
Vermeer! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bartasaghi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. And Balde. And it's Gavi. Eric Garcia. Barcelona very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Gavi receives it. Can he finish? Has another goal! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Ferran Torres duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Hangs in a cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet. Gavi. That's tidy. And he was alert to it. Rabiot. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's having a go! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Pulisic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Eric Garcia. He's having a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Modric. Fofana. And it's Rabiot. Oh, he's onto this. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pedri, what's going wide left? That is ended up in no man's land. Tomori, it's a pretty loose pass. Valde. Fofana aims beyond the defence, and he's managed to get free. And he's in on goal. He has found the way through. Takes a shot!
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Modric. And that signals the end of the first period. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So the action resumes. Somewhat off target. Oh, he's burst through! Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he wanted the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's had it taken off.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! Brilliant from Leao! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest. The movement so precise, the finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attack, produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for the defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So could they be onto something here? Pressing high and with purpose. Pedri. Now it's Lopez. Passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's free. Big chance! Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Modric. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's in, must be! Decent chance! Goal! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Gol del Milan. Marcó en el minuto 59 el dorsal 11.
Milan now just needing one.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's in a great position here. He is through here. Opts to play it back. There's the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Fofana. Modric. Ferran Torres being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Pulisic. Rabiot. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And straight into the wall. They want to be quick to recover this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's being urged to shoot, and the shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ferran Torres. That has not gone well. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pavlovic. Now Modric. And it's Bartasagi. Now it's Pulisic. And he has been fouled there. Vermeer has found the net here, of course. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Yamal.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Modric. Pulisic. And it's Modric. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Gavi. And that's that. Barcelona pull through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Ferran Torres. In the Expert's hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Some terrific scenes. There's the shot! Burmo. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options.
He's having a hit! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Not the most accurate pass. Šeško.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent... Meno! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Back when it goes. Ferran Torres. Casemiro with a definite foul there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pedri, and it's Martin, and it's Balde, and Burmo, Šeško, pinches it off him, Al-Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Matheus Cunha, Casemiro, Mazraoui, Diogo Dalot, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Balde, and Martin, Eric Garcia, and it's Lopez, Yamal, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball, aimed beyond the defence. He's on it, can he get away? Matheus Cunha, strong running down that left flank. Kubasi. Martin promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Ferran Torres. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Dalot. And Burmo. Gavi. Chance here to counter. Now it's Ferran Torres. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Real chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's got away. Nice physical challenge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Eric Garcia. Matheus Cunha to Bruno Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here. Heaven is there to clear.
2 minutos de descuento.
Burmo. Šeško. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Decent chance! Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Balde tries to clear. That's a throw. Menu. Casemiro. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's going for goal! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Balde. Now it's Ferran Torres. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Gavi. Fermin. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Šeško. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Tries one from range. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
La asistencia a este partido asciende
Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal!
59 espectadores.
Balde with the clearance. And it's been given away. And he shoots!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Šeško. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Fermin makes a dash for it. Now it's Lopez. Fermin stood his ground strongly. Shaw did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Fermin. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Matheus Cunha, and it's made its way. Chance! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Manchester United have their third corner. Oh, good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Šeško clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Gavi. Fermin. Oh, good spread. Šeško being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs. Might want to be careful there.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, good stop, it had to be. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United get their fourth corner. Bomo plays it short. And this is takes a shot! Defending of the desperate variety.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shaw gets into a good position. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Araujo, and the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. He's looking wide. Now it's Gavi. Good ball, good take. Spread out to the left. And that'll be the end of that. Quite a game. One that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, and times effort.